Okay, welcome back again. Last class, we were dealing with the different activities of your English textbook. I hope all of you have written it in your textbook. Activity 6 in page number 18 we have dealt with we were dealing with the silhouettes, some of the silhouettes. Hope you have written the captions. Then after that we discussed activity 7. What was activity 7? What should we do for the conservation of nature? How to conserve our nature. Nature is very precious for us, and how to conserve. You are asked to prepare a digital poster, that is using your mobile phone. You are asked to prepare a poster. You can use different apps, poster maker or something like that. With that, you are asked to prepare it, and hope you have prepared it. Then we were activity 8. We were dealing to us on page number 19. There was an activity. What was that? The story adventures of banyan tree portrays or gives or picturizes the happy childhood of the writer. The skin body, the writer. So, enchanting nature. He was describing about enchanting nature. And there are some 3 pictures are given on page number 19, and you have to interpret the pictures. That means what was the issue each picture point out. That was the question in our mind. We have to do. So first picture I told you, it was a tree is falling. It was almost 90% of the trunk of the tree has been cut and it was about to fall. So what message does it, or what issue point out? That is to be discussed. And what is the impact, what is the dreadful impact, what is the result, what is the dreadful impact of it. So write your captions and the issue. Or something, not the caption, something about that picture. So do the same. The second picture, a tree. Whenever we look at the tree, we can see that it is crying. The tree is crying, and under the tree you can see a lot of plastic bottles, a heap of plastic bottles. And what was the impact, or how will be the effect of this type of activities, this type of man's activity. Another one, the third picture, it was a picture of a hill, and that hill is also crying. Why the hill is crying? You just think about it. What may be the reason? Whenever you look at the surroundings of the hill, you can see a lot of factories, and all the factories are emitting smokes, and the whole atmosphere is polluted. So you have to write the issue. What is the issue there? So for all these 3 pictures you have to write. I hope you have written it. So in this way you have to interpret. And after that you are asked to, do you think that these are very serious threats to our nature? Of course, there are serious threats to our nature. On page number 20, some points are given there. What are the possible solutions for these issues? Previous page, on page number 19, we found that there are major 3 issues we already discussed. I hope you have already written it. So, next, what do we have to do? We just find out the solutions for the issues. This one, deforestation. So, what is the deforestation? Was the issue, cutting down a lot of trees. So, it was the issue. So, what is the solution for that? What we can do? Or what solution can you suggest to overcome this issue? So, what is written there? Afforestation. What does it mean afforestation? On June 5th, we are celebrating the day as World Environmental Day on June 5th, and we are planting trees. So afforestation is planting trees. As many trees we can. Just to plant as many trees that we can. Then some points, so you suggest some other points, what plan or what comes under the afforestation, planted trees, protect nature's balance, something like that. So, and moreover, what was the other benefit of planting trees, or what is the benefit of trees? You may have studied from science classes. Do you remember that? Photosynthesis. Do you remember that? That is accepting carbon from the atmosphere and emitting oxide. So this process is called photosynthesis. So man needs oxygen, and these trees needs carbon dioxide, carbohydrate. So they accept carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and emit oxygen, which we are in need of. It is necessary for a man, for men, for human beings. Then another one is written that avoid plastic carry bags. That is related with it is a campaign now. So from last this year onwards, it is very strict about using carry bags. So whenever we go in some particular towns, they will not provide you plastic carry bags. You have to carry cloth bags or some other bags. That means nature-friendly carry bags. You have to keep with you. Use paper bag or cloth bags, etc. തുണിസഞ്ചികളൊക്കെ വേണമെന്ന് പല കടകളിലും നിർബന്ധിക്കുന്ന ഒരു അവസ്ഥ ഇപ്പം നമുക്ക് കാണാം. We have to cooperate with them. Otherwise, this nature will be, it will be a threat to our nature. Next, control carbon emission. What we can do? That was the third issue there. That means a hill. You have seen the picture. Hill is crying, and surrounding there are a lot of factories. Hope you have written it in your notes. So it was a major problem. Carbon emission. How can we avoid maximum carbon emission? For necessary, some of the factories are needed, no doubt. But how can we minimize it? This problem. And there was to observe John 5th every day, World Environmental Day, celebrating awareness among the people. And some of you have planned, take the pictures, photos of planting trees, and most of you have sent it. Then what you have to, we have to conduct a documentary on this topic for public awareness. For that you have to collect the pictures, then natural disasters, videos, etc. So I hope after the school is reopened, we will go with this activity. Okay, because it is cannot be done as you are sitting, all of you are sitting separate houses. So it is not possible. So it is a collective work. It is to be done. So we will deal with it. Now there is a barcode is given, and you can scan that barcode and collect as much as details regarding all these. So that's all for we have done already. We did it the last class. Okay. Now let us learn about words, some word vocabulary, how to create more and more words are our. That is making personal dictionary of your own, and also your word power. Word vocabulary means your word power is to be increased. So let us go to the activity 1 of page number 10, page number 20. Pick out the words and phrases used to describe the fight of each warrior. Fight of each warrior. How can we do that? So snake, what was how the snake's movement or snake's features that you have to write. Some of them as already written in the textbook. What was moved swiftly, struck with the speed of light. Then what was another speciality? Do you remember in the story? And what is the shape? Shape of tongue. Do you remember? The forked tongue, darted in and out. You may have seen originally, perhaps, that what they are doing, their shape of tongue, and they are in and out, putting in and out. So, about our king, our cobra also, in the same manner. So, you have to write this. It's to be completed only in textbook is enough. There are 3 lines are there, so you have to fill some of the features of the cobra. Then you write Some of the features means using different words which are used in the textbook. That means to be more familiarized with the words. Another mongoose. So what was written there? Made a feint to one side. Feint means what is something like kabadavesham. That means feint. And darted swiftly, jumping swiftly, something. So in this way, what was mongoose actions during the fight? Here, fight, words used to fight. Do not write all other words which are used for fighting techniques. Which words are used by Ruskin Bond to express the fighting techniques of mongoose and the snake? So you will get some words. So we can develop our word vocabulary. So you just do it in your textbook only. Now let us move to the next activity. That is activity number 2. On page number 21 you can see some activities. Here it's a very interesting activity. I hope you can do it very well. Just to read some of it. He was a very young squirrel and his friends and relatives probably thought him headstrong and foolish. Headstrong and foolish. So Ruskin Bond used such a word. Ruskin Bond used such a sentence there. His friends and relatives probably thought of him headstrong and foolish for trusting a human. What's the meaning of that sentence? And I think it is an attack to the human beings used by Ruskin Bond. His friends, squirrels' friends and relatives thought. സ്ക്യൂറൽസിന്റെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സും സുഹൃത്തുക്കളൊക്കെ വിചാരിച്ചിരിക്കണം ഈ കൊച്ചുകുട്ടിയുമായിട്ട് ഏറെ സൗഹൃദമുണ്ടാക്കിയ ഈ സ്ക്യൂറൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എന്താണ്? ഹെഡ്സ്ട്രോങ് ആൻഡ് ഫോളിഷ്. ആള് കുറച്ച് തലയെടുപ്പ്, ഹെഡ്സ്ട്രോങ്, അഹങ്കാരിയും വിഡ്ഢിയുമാണെന്ന് അവർ കരുതിയിരിക്കില്ല. എന്താണ് ഇതിന്റെ കാരണം? അവരങ്ങനെ ചിന്തിക്കാൻ കാരണം എന്താ? ബിക്കോസ് he made friendship with a human being. That means he believed a human being. മനുഷ്യനെ വിശ്വസിച്ചു. He believed a human being. So it is foolishness. That means believing a human being is foolishness. Ruskin Bond says. Believing, that means, are you in the opinion of Ruskin Bond? Ruskin Bond says through the story that believing a human being is, no doubt, it is a foolishness. And it is headstrong. The hangaram kondana naam vishwasikkannathu is correct. Do you believe it? Do you have the same opinion? Okay, anyway, that's up to you. So it can be rewritten as, how can we rewrite it? He was very young squirrel and his friends and relatives probably thought him about unruly and silly. Headstrong and foolish. You look at headstrong, foolish. Headstrong and foolish. Instead of this headstrong, what is the other word used there? Unruly. Some other words are used. Silly, unruly. So some other words, synonyms. It is called a synonym. Synonyms are used instead of headstrong and foolish. Some another words are used. So that means only with this headstrong, only with this two word becomes 4 word now. That means your word power is increased. I think, understand? So both these sentences is almost the same. You look at these both sentences. The words in italics in the first sentence have been replaced with their synonyms in the second sentence. This is the word in the first sentence. And in second sentence, unruly is used. So almost the same meaning. Just like foolish is used, and for foolish, silly is used. So both these words are replaced by unruly and silly. So another word. And such use is called, or such words are called synonym. In Malayalam, what you can say? Have you studied it in Malayalam? I hope you studied. Pariraya pada. You may have heard it. Okay. So, each sentence has the same meaning, but with a different, almost same meaning, but the different words. In the spring, when the banyan tree was full of small. So you look, small is to be underlined. The textbook it is not underlined. So beware, take your textbook. I hope your textbook is with you. Take on page number 21. You underline small. Red figs. Birds of all kinds would flock into the branches, and then the bottom the bulbul, cheerful and greedy, gossiping rosy pastures, parrots, crows, squabbling with each other all time. During the fig season, the banyan tree was the noisiest place on the road. So you may please underline the following words. The first line small, underline. Second line at the almost end, you can see cheerful, and another greedy. You just underline greedy. Have you seen greedy? So these three words you underline. What you have to do now, you have to find out some other words, some having the almost same meaning, our other words. So what we can replace is small can be replaced with another word. What? Let us say small, almost the same meaning. I know. What is it? You know that word. Little, we can replace with a little. Then cheerful. What's the meaning of cheerful? That means we can use another word. Cheerful, almost the same meaning. Happy. Happy you can use. Then greedy, almost the same word. And you can refer a dictionary for. There are a lot of words. Maybe you may, if you refer a dictionary, you can see more words. Not only one. Maybe 3, 4, 5 words of the same meaning. Voracious, VORACIOUS. So these words. Okay, so these three words you just write it in your textbook. Now read the following sentences. He had never tried taming it because a wild mongoose was more useful than a domesticated. Here wild. If you underline the wild, what we can see? Was a wild mongoose. Then useful than the domesticated one. So what is domesticated one? Domesticated, what's the meaning of domesticated? Now what you have to do? You have to write, look at the following card, a word card. A word card is there. So word card, what is word card? Your activity based on this activity 2 is, I will explain what you have to prepare word cards from the textbooks. Okay, let us look what is word card. It is very simple, you can understand. First of all, you have to write, I hope your textbook is with you. You look at word, what is the word? Foolish. And you have to prepare a word card of foolish. Foolish എന്ന വേർഡിന്റെ ഒരു വേർഡ് കാർഡ് ഉണ്ടാക്കണം. എന്തൊക്കെ എഴുതാം? Category. Which type of word? Foolish. Which category? Which category? It's an adjective. It's an adjective. Foolish. Foolish crow, we can say. Crow is a noun and foolish. We have seen that in the story there was a crow and he tried to intervene in the fight, and what happened? It has lost its life. So foolish, it is an adjective. Synonyms, that means with the words which are the same meaning. Silly, stupid, idiotic, witless, etc. If you refer a good dictionary, you will find all these words almost the same meaning. And what is antony? What is antony? A-N-T-O-N-I-M. Synonym means same meaning. Antony means opposite in meaning. Which is opposite in meaning. Then sentence using the word synonym. What we can say? When the teacher asked the question, the student gave a stupid answer. A stupid answer. Foolish and അതേ അർത്ഥം വരുന്ന മറ്റൊരു വാക്കാണ് stupid. അല്ലേ? Silly or stupid, etc. So the student gave a stupid answer. So synonyms. You just, only one example, you may write your own example. The sentence using antonym. What is the antonym? We found out wise. So wise. The miner, for example, in the story, let us take an example from the story. The miner decided to refrain from the fight. Do you remember? While Crow tried to intervene in the fight, what happened to Crow? He lost his life. So miner decided. So miner, what decision? So at that time we can say miner took a wise decision. Wise decision. Foolish is the opposite word. Foolish, antonym. Antonym, wise. So just write a sentence. Then an activity. Activity means using wise can be made into another word. With the word, but make meaningful words by suffixing or prefixing the word. Hope you will, that is suffixing and prefixing. You know what is suffix and prefix? Do you remember suffix? We have studied it. Suffix, then prefix. Prefix. For example, wise is our word. Wise. So it's an adjective. So if you add ly, this ly, this is suffix. That means adding word or letters or letter or letters to make a new word. Wise, wise is an adjective and wisely is another word. So another word, we got another word. That is suffix. And what is prefix? Prefix. Let us take the same wise. Okay. And we are adding something before the word. Unwise. It is unwise. So we got another word. We got another word. So, but we added it in front of the word, before the word. Something which is added before, pre. Mumbu charthal, it is prefix. Before, pre-degree. Degree ku mumbullana pre-degree. Pre-primary. Primary ku mumbullana pre-primary. Nursery, okay. So, unwise, pre, before. Something which is added before a word, it is prefix, and it is called a prefix. And here it is added at the end, so it is called suffix. Is it clear for you? And here you have to make words using prefix and suffix, whatever maybe you can add. For example, is given the foolishness. Foolish is an adjective, and when we add ness, ness, when we add ness, what will happen? What will happen? It will become a noun form. Beauty. That's a noun. Beautiful. Very full chardurgan. F-U-L. What will happen? It will become adjective. Beauty is a noun. Beautiful become adjective. So, I hope you understand. And now, let me see the work for you. Homework. What is the homework regarding this activity for you? Listen your homework. What is it? Prepare more word cards by picking words from the lesson. That's a easy task. So more words എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ എത്ര എണ്ണം എന്നൊരു കണക്ക് വെക്കുന്നത് നല്ലതാണ്. How many word cards are to be prepared? So you use a half page for one word card. So each 2 pages. Take 2 pages. One word. 2 words in a page. So 2 pages, 4 words. 4 words, 4 or 5, that's up to you. Minimum 4 words. Find out from the textbook. Maximum, no problem. Any type, any number of words. But minimum 5, so 4 words. You just take from the textbook. Not textbook, from our unit. Adventures of Banyan Tree, Ruskin Pond. So, prepare 4 word cards. That's our activity, homework regarding this. Okay, now let us move to the next one more activity in this chapter. And it is a very simple activity. but it is very important. Take page number 22, textbook, page number 22, please take. Old, older, oldest. Three words are here. Both are related with old. He is an old man. It was an old banyan tree. It was an old banyan tree. What is old banyan tree? പ്രായമായ ബനിയൻ ട്രീ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ കുറച്ച് പഴയ പുരാതനമായ അത്യാവശ്യം പഴക്കമുള്ള ഒരു ബനിയൻ ട്രീ ആണ്. Second one, the tree was older than the house. The tree was older than the house. Older than the house. So, two things are there. Tree, house. Tree and house. Here, only one is there. Only one tree. Our tree older. And here, older than the house. Tree, house. So, how many things are compared there? House, tree. ഇതിൽ ഏതാ കൂടുതൽ പഴക്കം ചേർന്നത്? Which thing is more old? Tree. അങ്ങനെ രണ്ടെണ്ണത്തിന് we were asked to compare two things. It is we have to use older, er form, older, and it is called comparative degree. It is called comparative degree. Our topic is degrees of comparison. And a technical term on the particular degrees of comparison. Here, comparative degree. And what is this one? It is positive degree. Positive. ആകെ ഒരെണ്ണേ ഉള്ളൂ, വേറൊന്നിന് അവിടെ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. So it is positive degree, old, and here it is comparative, older, and one more, and it is called superlative degree. Superlative. That means when we were asked to compare, more than two. When there are more than two, we have to use the superlative degree. That is oldest. You look, it was the oldest banyan tree in the town. Oldest banyan tree in the town. So, how many trees are there? Is there only one in that sentence? ടൗണിലെ ഏറ്റവും പഴക്കം ചേർന്ന banyan ട്രീകളിൽ ഒന്നാണത്. So, how many trees are there? It was the oldest banyan tree in the town. ടൗണിൽ ഏറ്റവും പഴക്കം ചെന്ന tree another. So how many trees are there? Is there only one? No. It is not one. Is there two? Two ആണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് older ഒന്നൊന്നിനേക്കാൾ older ഉപയോഗിച്ചാൽ മതിയായിരുന്നു. But there was more. A lot of trees, a lot of banyan trees are there in the town. But it is oldest. But you look here, oldest is used, the oldest banyan tree. The oldest. Here, the oldest. The oldest is used here. So you have to listen here. The oldest. For superlative degree, the is used. For superlative degree, the is used. The oldest. So old, older, the oldest. The first sentence, adjective old, merely tells us the banyan tree is old. And the second sentence, adjective older is used to compare with another tree. And the sentence 3, the adjective oldest tells us that oldest, that means no other tree is as old as our banyan tree, or as old as the banyan tree. This banyan tree പഴക്കമുള്ള മറ്റൊരു banyan tree ഇല്ല. So the tree is, no other tree is as old as the tree. ഈ ട്രീയോട് പഴക്കം. So this technique is to be used. asked you to compare more than 2, we have to use superlative degree. When there is only 2, we can use comparative degree, older. And if there is no comparison, we are telling only it is old. It is old. That's enough. Hope you have understood everything. And don't forget to call me or make or give me message if there is some doubts. Okay. Now there is 10 questions are there to make the activities. Your activity, homework for you. You just do it in your textbook only. No write on, don't repeat on the notebook. It's very easy. Fill in the blanks suitably. First one. No other bird is as dash as the crow. No other bird is as clever or cleverer or cleverest. What can be? So only one bird is. So we can write clever. So in this way, I know that you can answer all these questions. So only without looking any other periodicals, you just try yourself, and if there is a mistake, I will give you the correct answers, and with the explanation I will give you. So hope you have understood the activities which have been taken today. So that's all for this day, and now we have to move to the next. That's also related with the snake and mirror, and we have, you know who was the author of the new story, The Snake and the Mirror. We have already studied it in the vacation class also, and you have written some essays regarding Bashir's birthday. So Vaikam Muhammad Bashir is our next author, and we will read the next day. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Rest off for the day.